Hey guys, well, you ready for another overview slash closer look, if you will? Well, that's what we're about to get here, and to kind of, I guess, continue or build off the superhero theme that I did with the look or closer look overview of the Superman number 75 Memorial Set Collector's Edition, I figured why not talk about somebody that has a sequel in the works, or at least already done and ready to go. They're just waiting till next year because of what's going on, and even though a lot of fingers are pointing towards the fact that hey, the sequel may have to go to streaming, possibly, you know, whether you want to deny it or not, that being Patty Jenkins and all that, the person behind the movie. Let's just say the time couldn't be better to kind of get us in the mood for the sequel. And what am I talking about? How about a closer look at everybody's favorite superheroine out of DC, Wonder Woman. So without further ado, let's take a look at Wonder Woman right now. Okay guys, so before we look at possibly the DVDs and Blu-rays, let me first show you some of the Wonder Woman collection I do have, like figures and collectibles and all that. So first of all, I have this, I have this. This was released, of course, in time for the Batman v Superman movie. And it's one of those figures, even Marvel does this. Basically, it's one of those collect and connect, build a figure like figures. Basically, you get you basically get the figure like this. You get the figure that's advertised, but also you get like a little piece somewhere, I think, that goes with it. Let's see, so it's 4 different pieces, or 6 different pieces. It's actually no, it's 8. No, it's 8 different pieces. Basically, there's 8 figures that came out when this did. I don't know if I have them here hanging on my wall, but it was 8 different figures. It's a grappler, and it's a grapnel blaster replica. That's supposed to be what it builds and connects to. And Wonder Woman, I think, has one of the pieces. I don't know what number she is. She's number 3, obviously. So number 3 would be this. She has the stand. Oh, she has part of the stand right here. So this is what she has. She has the thing for the stand. Oh yeah, she does. It's right here. She has the thing behind here for the figure. But yeah, I ended up getting this when the movie came out, so show my support and also add to my collection, because you know, a lot of people think, oh yeah, you like MLP and Transformers and all that. Oh no, I'm a fan of a lot of stuff, mostly a lot of stuff that I grew up with, you know, superheroes and things, and you know, of course DC and Marvel. So why not, you know, support DC and Marvel by getting figures like, let's say, Wonder Woman to help promote the movie, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, despite how people may have felt about it. So yeah, you can see she has the sword, shield, nice figure and everything. And of course, like I said, it's part of the grapnel blaster replica that you can build once you get all 8 figures. I have basically, I think, the other 2 figures, I do have them, so that's 1 and 2. So I have basically, let's see where, I have the stand, so I have this part, and then this part here to go with it. The other ones, though, I have to look. Oh, I have all 4 of these. I actually have all 4 of these, matter of fact. And number 4 is right here. This is the 4th piece, which I do have. The other ones, I don't know which ones they're talking about. I have to look. Maybe you guys know in the comment section which ones they were talking about. But yeah, I ended up getting this. Even though I don't, you know, build the things. I don't, you know, buy them. I don't basically build the figures. Now I just gotta hang this back up there. There we go. The one big difference with command strips is when you get the ones with the metal hooks instead of the plastic ones, they seem to hold a little stronger, a little bit better. Although they both hold the same, so I can't really complain. Alright, so the next thing I ended up buying believe it or not, if we can fit her in there, is this thing, part of the Big Fig line. This is the Wonder Woman figure they sold in time for the movie. It's got a lasso and it's got a cloak. This is actually very good material. A very nice material here. It's very, you can probably see what I'm talking about. Get a little closer look. It's very fine material, very nice cloth material. Kind of like fur coat style, if you will. Basically, it's a cloak that she can, let me see, again, I gotta get her in a shot here. It's basically a cloak that she could put over her head and I guess hide her identity or be invisible, something like that. And it got a nice lasso, nice material on the lasso. Feels very ropey, even though it's not actual rope. And yeah, I ended up getting this, like I said, when the movie came out. They were selling these at my job. At the same time, they were selling the Harley Quinn figure that I showed you before. You can actually look up my channel, look up Harley Quinn. But basically, the Harley Quinn adult figure that they sold, which they actually sell for adult collectors only, they sold it around the same time they were selling this. So obviously, even though it doesn't say adults, it is meant for adults, just for the fact that you have this fine material that they utilized for the cloak. And what's interesting is it says right there, limited edition cloak. So in other words, what they're saying is that if you got this afterwards, if you got this figure afterwards, if you will, kind of put it sideways, maybe you can see it better. But basically, they're saying that that if you got this figure afterwards, you know, after a certain time, you didn't get the cloak. Me, I ended up getting it in time with the cloak. So really was happy about that. And it only cost me about 20 bucks, so you can't go wrong with that. So yeah, that's the Big Fig figure of Wonder Woman. So it's pretty cool. And let's put it back where I had it and readjust some other things as well. And then before we get into the movies and all that, last but not least, we have the sword. Yes, this is the as I move my control over here. But yeah, they actually sold this as well. This is the sword sword replica battle. It's called the battle action sword. Called the battle action sword. So, and you kind of see what it meant, see what it does and everything. And they also sold individually. They did sell these. I saw them. They sold the bow and arrow. I think that's what it is. Okay, the Wonder Woman bow, hero action, and the headdress and armbands, basically the tiara and the armbands. They also sold those. But I didn't get them. All I wanted to get at the time, because this was like selling out, was the sword. So I got the sword. And if you're somebody that did get the sword, and I'm pretty sure you've already done it, it's a great way to, you know, if you're a fan of Wonder Woman, mostly a female fan, no offense, that when you go to a Comic-Con convention, hopefully down the line, we'll be able to physically go to those in person again. And I think it'll be by next year. Basically, you could utilize something like this as part of your cosplay. And I'm sure people have already done that. Or with things like Halloween coming up, and you want to dress up as Wonder Woman, and your little girl that you're taking trick-or-treating dresses up as Wonder Woman, then again, perfect for cosplaying. But it's also the kind of sword that you don't actually need to basically be, to utilize as part of a Wonder Woman cosplay or anything. You could actually, believe it or not, you could actually use this for any kind of cosplay you want. Like if you want to cosplay as a Dragon Slayer, or someone from D&D, or He-Man, or She-Ra, or just a regular knight out of a comic book or novel. Well, there you go. Perfect. So this is a perfect sword for you. And the reason I say that is it has It has, as it says right here, battle sounds. It's got 6 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And what you're supposed to do basically is when you hold it like this, you're supposed to do something like that. You know, so, and those I think are actual sounds from the movie when she draws the sword and all that, in my opinion. And you can see how when they were selling it, how it was displayed. It was displayed, basically it was hung up because it's got like this hook here. But basically it was done like this. So, you know, if you wanted to try it out, it's like if you wanted to try it out, the way, like I said, they had it hung up like this with the thing. But if you wanted to like try it out, as it says, try me, you could hold it like this, you know, by the handle, and there you go. So yeah, that's the Wonder Woman action sword, or battle action sword as they call it. And I know some people would say, well, it's meant for young kids, right? Young kids and collectors. Let's not forget that. Even though these are meant, I'll put it this way, guys. Even though sometimes figures or accessories, like let's say the battle action sword, are meant for kids, you know, it doesn't mean adults can, you know, buy them as collector items. Trust me. There's a lot of people that do that. But now, on to the main event. And first of all, we're going to start with the very first Wonder Woman movie I got. Now, I do have the DVD version with it, with the Latificate, easy for me to say, with the Latificate cover. I think it came with a Latificate cover, just like the Superman Doomsday did. But that's stored away in the garage with the other DVDs that we haven't had time to place anywhere, or haven't had time to find room for any place to put them. So I ended up getting the Blu-ray version of it. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about DC's second animated movie they ever did, following Superman Doomsday. Sorry about that. I'm talking about Wonder Woman. Yes, we have Wonder Woman. This is the second movie they did. And if you're looking, in my opinion, for a definitive, not saying that the live action movie didn't do good on this, it did. But if you want like a definitive origin retelling of her origins, then this is the movie for you. From an animated perspective, you want a definitive retelling of her origins, this is the movie for you. Trust me. This is definitely the one you want to go with. And then of course you have the disc, you know, not much in there. And this is before they started doing digital codes. So if you want to get it digitally, you can. But if you have like the DC Universe streaming app, as well as HBO Max, then you don't need it because you got it there as well. What's funny is, speaking of DC Universe, they're actually talking about kind of changing that up to where it's mostly comics. But I know they got to keep some streaming material like shows and documentaries there, because I don't think HBO Max is going to do all of that unless that's what they plan to do. So I think we're going to get mostly comics. That's going to be the focal point for the DC Universe app, starting next year. But I think they'll still maintain some shows and documentaries, maybe some movies as well. But mostly it's going to be comic focused and based. And then we have the special features right there in the yellow that you can see. You know, we have the special features right there. So yeah, and it's pretty good. So yeah, this is a pretty good, like I said, introduction to Wonder Woman, and especially a great definitive origin or retelling of her origin in animated form or any kind of form, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely check that. So definitely, if you don't have this yet, if you have the DC Universe app, check it out there. And it will eventually, I think, go, if not already, go to HBO Max. So check it out if you can. And then the second one that they did was based in the New 52 universe. We're talking about Wonder Woman Bloodlines. Yes. Now I have yet to watch this, even though I downloaded it through the. I've downloaded the digital version thanks to the code that came with this, but I have yet to watch it. And as you can tell, the cover is really nice. It's got that nice shiny feel to it. Basically allows the image to bounce off the cover, so it's really nice. That is tremendous in my opinion. And then it does the same here on the back, so it helps the image, like we would say, really bounce off a little bit. And then of course we have the DVD. The DVD and the Blu-ray itself. So it's really nice. And then I'll take that out just in case. And then what's this? Oh. Okay, never mind. I thought there was something else. But anyway, here's the DVD right here, and then of course here's the Blu-ray. And I think they did release a 4K Ultra HD on this as well, but it was very limited, I think, because the main focus was to get the movie out. And what's funny is I think this came out a little before, a little after, I should say, the DC Universe app debuted. So they ended up putting this along with Death of Superman and Reign of Superman immediately on the app. So yeah, there you go. It's really nice. And we got any special features? Yeah, we got one. We got a what is that? Showcase Spotlight or Showcase Short, DC Showcase Short, Death. And then we have some special features right there as well. So yeah, that's the special features. And this came out, like I said, around the time Reign of the Superman came out, and before Superman Red Sun came out. So this is also 2 movies before Justice League Apocalypse War. So yeah, there you go. Wonder Woman Bloodlines. And then, of course, I ended up getting the movie when it came out on Blu-ray. But this is the limited edition gift set. This is the special gift set, if you will. It has a bonus scene in it. It's only at Walmart edition, of course. Only a Walmart edition. That's why I got it. Because of the fact that it comes with a tiara. Yeah, it comes with a tiara inside. Alright, if you will. And a lot of the DC releases at the time, from Supergirl, The Flash, and even some of the animated films that were coming out at this time when they released this, all had the tiara as part of their release. So you not only got the movie, you got a little bit of a collector's item to go with it. So yeah, you got the tiara, which is in there. And then, of course, we have the movie. So there we go. Yeah. So we have the movie. We have the DVD, which is clear, or basically reflective. And then you have the Blu-ray, which is orangey yellow, if you will. So it really helps the wording stand out just a little bit as well. So I was really glad to get this when it came out. The one thing that I'm known for doing in my family is I take after, I think, my grandpa a little bit. Some of me and my cousins, I think we take after him. Because of the fact that my late grandpa, basically, as I try to fix this a little bit, my late grandpa would always like collect movies at times. There we go. he would collect movies. Mostly, if it was like Disney related, he would collect it. So he was kind of like getting the best of the Disney movie. He was getting all the Disney movies on VHS, and he would put them in the storage cabinet in the garage. And he would only bring them out if like they needed. And he and my grandma would only bring them out when they needed to entertain the kids, us grandkids, if you will. Or in my case, if we lived with them and we were okay, we behaved, he would let us pick out one movie, you know, me or my sisters, pick out one movie to watch to entertain ourselves. And then, of course, you got the special features on there. Pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's where me and some of my cousins get our collecting habits from, and that's from my late grandfather. And then, of course, last but not least, I ended up getting this. Now, originally, I got the first season because it was the only one they were selling at my job at the time. But then when I started seeing them sell this, and I think they were selling this because this was coming to theaters as well as coming to home video. Basically, I think it was both times theatrically, and then when the announcement was it was coming to home video, they kind of were starting to resell it. I'm talking about the complete collection, the complete series of the 1970s, early 80s Wonder Woman live action series starring Linda Carter, who up to this point when Gaia Gadot took over, was looked at as the definitive live action Wonder Woman. And she even came back, I think, for that Flashpoint crossover they did on the CW over the past last year. So yeah, basically she was looked at as the definitive real life Wonder Woman. So that was pretty cool. And we have a bunch of every moment, every minute, every explosive 49 hours of Wonder Woman entertainment. And it also includes the pilot movie. Yes, the pilot movie that starred, I can't think of her name that starred in that pilot movie, but it wasn't Linda Carter. It was another actress that they were penning to be Wonder Woman. But I think the moment Linda Carter tried out and they saw her in the Wonder Woman outfit, they're like, yeah, that's Wonder Woman. You know, it's kind of like that same, I guess you could say, it was kind of that same vision that Richard Donner and his crew had for Superman in the first Superman movie, that they wanted somebody that wasn't a celebrity but was Superman. Like the moment you saw them on screen, that was Superman. It wasn't Robert Redford or Burt Reynolds or anything. No, that's Superman. And I think the same applied with Linda Carter. That the moment she donned the Wonder Woman outfit, that's like, basically they looked at her and said, that's Wonder Woman, that's Diana, Princess of the Amazons, or Abascara. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But yeah, basically the moment I think she donned this outfit, Linda Carter, they're like, yeah, that's all Wonder Woman. That's Wonder Woman. That's not Linda Carter, that's Wonder Woman. That's Diana. No question about it. And you can't deny it, because if you watch the series and then you compare her to all the Wonder Woman that they've done in the past, animated or live action, you could definitely tell that there's a lot of Linda Carter influence in there, because Linda Carter was Wonder Woman. Like I said, just very identical, if not strikingly identical to what they did with Christopher Reeves. Because when, again, Richard Donner wanted to cast Superman, he didn't want to cast a big name male celebrity to be Superman. No, he wanted to cast Superman. He wanted the person that would show up on the screen to be Superman. And the same applied here with Linda Carter when she became Wonder Woman for the series. So as we pull these out, and you can see the box covers right there, it's empty. And then of course you got bonus features on here, movie commentary by Linda Carter, season 2 episode commentary by Linda Carter, 3 fabulous featurettes, and everything. So pretty cool. It's got a lot of stuff on there. As far as if you want to really get your Wonder Woman fix. And then of course, we have the complete first season. Yes, and yeah, it comes out like that. So complete first season. Open it up. Really nice. Haven't had a real chance to look at these, and look at how that spreads out there. That's pretty cool. So you get, so basically this is when DC was still experimenting with two-sided disc, if you will. So they were still experimenting with two-sided disc, which thankfully they got away from. And there's your extras on disc 1, or on season 1, I should say. But yeah, they were really at that time. Warner Brothers and other studios was still kind of experimenting with the two-sided deal, which was very reminiscent of Laserdisc. And I think somebody may have stepped up and said, yeah, when you do that, when they did that with Laserdisc, they kind of damaged the disc, you know. So hopefully they're bringing this. I don't know if this is out on Blu-ray yet, but if it does come out on Blu-ray, I'm definitely going to get it, because I know we're going to get not only higher quality, but we're going to get one-sided disc. And I'm sure Zara Nizarak, who probably has this as well, would agree. And as you can see, nice shiny cover, bounces off real nice. Then we have season 2. We have the complete season 2 right there. Very shiny, very like sticking out, very reflective. Really nice. And then we have some extras on there as well that you can see. And then we're going to pull it out. Regular cover. So this is what you would get without it. Out it and everything. So really nice right there. Let's see. Did they do the same here with this one? Oh yeah, they did. Basically you have live, it's like on one side you have the live action Wonder Woman. Here. Like on one side you have the live action Wonder Woman. And then on the other side you have the animated or comic drawn Wonder Woman. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, you have Wonder Woman right here, live action with Linda Carter, and then you have a comic drawn Wonder Woman right here. And I think they did these drawings. Some of them were done exclusively for the set, and some of them I think were just discovered, or they researched and found some iconic scenes that they can utilize. So yeah, here we go. And again, two sides, and oh, you got a big old picture of Wonder Woman right in the middle. That's pretty nice. But like again, two sides. So yeah, but a nice big old picture of Wonder Woman. How about that? It's pretty cool. And if you're wondering what I did with the first season set that I got originally, which was on its own, which was basically this set, I ended up giving it to my older sister because she's a big Wonder Woman fan. She grew up watching Wonder Woman. And then of course we have hold on, let me see what the inside of season 1 now looks like, because I just saw the picture of Wonder Woman on that one. What does this one have? Oh, it's got a picture of Wonder Woman too. I didn't even know. Oh, multiple pictures of Wonder Woman in action. So that's pretty cool. That's first season again. And yes, I did see this as a kid, even though it came out originally before I was born. They reran it up until about, I would say, I was 4 or 5 or something like that. Well, no, not 4 or 5, but they just kept rerunning it. I think they're currently running it right now on MeTV. I'm not really sure. And then of course we have the complete third and final season. And then here we have the extras on there. And then we have Wonder Woman in a different outfit. So, which is kind of weird. I don't know what that was about. And then empty. And then we have Linda Carter right there. And then we have Linda Carter on the back. So they didn't animate this one or anything. And then on the inside, of course, got the casing. Of course, just the episodes if you list it on each disc. And once again, we have basically two sides. But again, a nice pull-out picture of Wonder Woman right there. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah. apparently they did, when they released these originally, they did the two-sided deal, which obviously, thankfully, they got away from, like I said, and started focusing more on other things. You know, basically on regular. Let me put these right here so you can see something. But basically, thankfully, they started focusing more on regular regular discs. Basically, they started focusing more on these kind of not that one. They started focusing more like on these kind of discs, except that's a Blu-ray, but like this one here, right here. They started focusing on just one side. Thankfully, they started doing that so that, you know, people wouldn't have to damage their disc. Honestly, I think they were still, you know, they were basically, I mean, DVD was new at the time. It was still in its infancy, I should say, when they were doing the complete series sets and all that, or starting to get into that. And that's why a lot of these were the two-sided deal. I mean, I guarantee you this is on Blu-ray now, or going to be on Blu-ray. Hopefully, you know, they don't have to do that now, because, you know, you get most of these like on a fewer Blu-rays than what you have here. So, like, for example, I think you got like, what, 3 or 4 Blu-rays each on here. So basically, you're looking at maybe 3 or 4, reduced down to maybe 2, at least 2 Blu-rays. So who knows? But anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's the Wonder Woman collection. Okay, guys. So yeah, that is the overlook or overview, closer look, if you will, to quote Sarah Nazarek, of the Wonder Woman collection, that movie-wise and figure and collectible-wise, that me and my family currently have. Hopefully you guys liked it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. Love to hear from each and every one of you. Let me know how much Wonder Woman memorabilia you might have. If you got the Walmart exclusive, you know, tiara, headband, if you will, when you got your Wonder Woman movie or any DC movies. And yeah, that's about all I could say. So thank you all for watching. God bless. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.